Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be talking about the Detroit Red Wings. Very important deadline coming up. We have an impending playoff push, hopefully. There's a lot of rumors about Yzerman potentially GMing for his job, I have to say coaching for his job. And then we had some very interesting quotes from Todd McClellan the other day saying we just got some guys out here in jerseys. Things that really would make you think that there's probably going to be a big move coming here from the Wings. The deadline's Friday, and thought I should just quickly talk about it a little bit. Hope to potentially have some guests on the channel coming up, talking about it, whether it be recurring or not. Might be multiple with it going on, maybe one before, one after. Just a little recap deadline. Hopefully, there's some big stuff for us to talk about, and we can, make more videos on that. But I just thought I'd go through, scroll around, look at some stuff online, see what's going on. Talk about some of that, and then I'll go on my little rant at the end. But looking here, there's some rumors here about MacKenzie Weegar. He is a defenseman, 5 years left on a contract, paying $6.25 million against the cap. He's a 10-team no trade clauses. No trade clause until next season, and then it's a 10-team no trade clause. Wings would like to figure it out. It seems as though, as I've already read most of these articles, that the Wings are looking for another defenseman to help pair with Edvinsson and Seider. So like another top four defenseman. That's the term in hockey. So sorry for all your hockey casuals, your hockey savants out there. I'm very much a hockey casual at the moment. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. But yeah, so the one catch is the no trade clause, as they said. So he was part of the trade in 2012 where Jonathan Huberdeau went to the Flames with obviously himself for Matthew Tkachuk going back to down to Florida. So that's what we have for that. Would be very interesting. I'm trying to see if they have it here. Looking right now, first time he's ever been negative plus minus, 30 goals, 17 assists, 67 penalty minutes, 129 block shots, 127 hits, 19 takeaways in 56 games. Flames aren't the best. They've obviously got not the everything going for them. They've had some bad stuff happen in terms of losing guys in the past, and then some injuries, things like that. But overall fun team. Tate McRae always makes it fun. But I love the jersey they have with the big the horse with the flames coming out. But that's not about this. This is about looking at trade targets. So this next article talks about Robert Thomas. I hear about him all the time. As I'm in Buffalo, I do hear about him coming to Buffalo. They kind of want him as one of their guys, center for the Blues. Where even else do they have here? And the other center is Elias Pettersson from the Canucks. Both are younger centers with long-term contracts, so it would take a lot to pry them away, I'd imagine. I'm trying to see if there's any deals here, but let's see. They're quoting Nick Krapos, says that two of the biggest names there. The Canucks traded Kiefer Sherwood to the Sharks and Quinn Hughes to the Wild, so obviously they're rebuilding. They're very bad this year. I believe they're the worst team in the league. I know that actually. Pettersson has an 11.6 cap hit annually through the 2031 season, so they would have to hope the Canucks could retain some of the salary. I know he had a 100-point season a couple years ago. He's been looking for it ever since. But teammates with Lucas Raymond, maybe they tampered a little bit while they were out there, something like that. And then says, as for Robert Thomas, long link to Red Wings, Blues are not going to give him up for nothing. They're seeking for a big return. But again, he said, if anybody has a team to pull off the assets, the Wings. But as we know, they don't really give up those assets. But we'll see. Hopefully it happens. But Thomas seems to be linked to Detroit. They have the assets to satisfy it. Looking for an impactful guy alongside Elias Pettersson. I'd be sniffing around Thomas too. Put up 80 points the last two seasons. A little bit of a drop off, 33 points in 44 games, this article says. So under the contract until 2031 and carries 8.25 cap hit annually, considering he's one of the top Blues producers, even with a decrease in numbers. Understandable why they would want the farm for him. So we'll see. March 6th, the deadline. Pettersson or Thomas, either one of those would be crazy. Obviously I'm not the biggest guy, but giving names like that I even know who they are, that's the stuff that you really need. So, and then another article here we have talking about another offensive guy here. Let's see, who even is this one? Philadelphia talking about how they have somebody to move on from. Let's see, a lot of scouts in the house. Apparently, there was a bunch of scouts. Red Wings had 2 scouts. They said for the Capitals Flyers game a little while ago. Owen Tippett is what they're saying. Owen Tippett is not a center, but he's a big guy. He says apparently 6'1", 210. Fourth straight 20-goal season, 19 goals in 35 points through 56 games. Obviously, a bad team would be good. 6 years remaining on an 8-year, $49 million contract, 6.2 cap hit. I guess they're saying he's getting good and he's increasing. You need goal scorers for sure, and I like that. So, let's see, goalie depth is a leverage. Talking about that. So, nothing saying about how they want to do it here, but let's see here. Yeah, Detroit adding a player like Tippett. Or Rasmus Ristolainen, solidified defense could be measured. Okay, well, I mean, it is what it is. Obviously, I should probably mention this part. The little bit that I know is that the Wings have one of the top prospect pools. They have a lot of the draft picks, if not all of them, under their own control, in addition to some other ones. And they have the most cap space, I think, besides the Blackhawks. But the Blackhawks obviously aren't buying, so that's where we find ourselves there. So this next article here. Jake DeBrusk from the Canucks, it would be for Michael Rasmussen, a 2nd-round pick this year and a 4th-round pick next year. Picks are obviously, you always want picks, but it seems like the NHL is like maybe the easier sport to get rid of these picks, especially later round ones. With obviously how long it takes to develop them, and the Wings can now start getting rid of picks, knowing that they've been picking very good and well for the last couple of seasons. So, that's just me thinking that could be a potential there. Jake DeBrusk. I mean, he was obviously in. I know he was in the Bruins. Yeah, he was the Bruins for a bit. Let's see here. Jake DeBrusk, blah, 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 change of scenery. Bruins, Kraken, and Wings are among the teams that have interest in DeBrusk. The Red Wings acquired DeBrusk. He could slot in nicely in the first time with Larkin and Raymond. However, his ability to play both wings, he could fit anywhere on the top 9. So that'd be good, obviously. DeBrusk more than a rental for the Wings. This is because he's a $5.5 million cap hit until the completion of the 2031 season. He has 13 goals, 15 assists for 28 points. Scored career high goals, 28 last season and 48 points in 82 games. So again, goal scorers. Wings need goals. Seems like they're always struggling for them. So, would love that to be not an issue. So that'd be incredible. So, now looking at the next name here. There was one, the Pettersson was another article about him, so that'd be sweet. And this one is Montreal, Toronto Maple Leafs forward Bobby McMann, a 2nd-round pick this season and a 2028 pick in 2 seasons. He's a pending unrestricted free agent. It's a 2nd straight 20-goal season. So, you'd be giving up a little bit for a rental, which I think would be fine. Maybe even I don't know. I've seen it before in hockey where they can do like a conditional second if he re-signs or hits something or make the playoffs, and then there's a third if not. So maybe one of those. Apparently another one of these guys that he's a winger. 59 games. He got 19 goals, 32 points, 133 hits. So that's very impressive because you want hits, want physicality. The Wings have been lacking that for a very long time. So need that for sure. And again, just getting guys like that is what you need. And let's see here. Another article on MacKenzie Weegar. So, obviously there's your list of guys so far. There's a free press article with 15 names. I'll just fire through these and just even if I know a little bit about them. Jordan Kyrou, right winger. I know he gets a straight ton of points, so that would be nice. Alexis Lafreniere. I know he's been shopped for a long time, so I'm probably okay on that one. Vince Dunn, Seattle Kraken defenseman. Dougie Hamilton, defenseman for the Devils. Braden Shen for the Blues, a center. Vincent Trocheck, center. I mean, Olympic partner with Larkin. It would be nice. Face-off guy, plays 2 ways. Really would like that one. Justin Falk, defenseman. Robert Thomas, Blues. Coleman as a center. Blake Coleman. Elias Pettersson, as we've seen. Evander Kane would be crazy. That guy's nuts. He finds the back of the net with the puck. That's crazy off the field stuff. I doubt that one. Nassim Kadri would be fun. I've always mentioned this that with the demographic breakdown of Detroit, it'd be nice to have a guy like him. It'd be cool. To help maybe grow youth hockey in the area even more. Having a guy that fits the demographic breakdown of Dearborn be a guy, that'd be pretty cool. I was obviously been saying that for a long time, but and I know the Wings were kind of after him for a long time too. Physical center, a lot of playoff experience, which you're going to need. I mean, because you look around this roster and how many guys have been in the playoffs very long. But I think it'd be a good pickup. Probably McMann again, as we've already seen. And then the final name on the list is a defenseman, Tyler Myers. He was in a trade potentially to the Wings already and then vetoed it with no trade clause. So what the hell? I guess moving from Vancouver to Detroit at that age is crazy. He's an older guy. So, but yeah, would love to make a move. Would really help out a lot. I don't want to do the full rant right now, but you look at these teams across, including the Pistons, and it's like Pistons, Red Wings, Tigers. You're on the precipice of making a big move and really, helping your future, and every time they decide not to do it, it's just very frustrating. Obviously, as a fan, you want them to push and do their thing, but trust the process, I guess. I think Stevie knows that the process has been going on a long time, and people are getting very worked up about it. Last time we won a playoff game, I believe it was in middle school. If not like a freshman in high school. So it's been quite a long time. So would very much appreciate making some moves and continuing on this momentum that the Wings have had the past couple seasons. And if this team becomes a Maple Leafs or a Panthers-like dynasty where they win a cup or two and not even a cup or two, just win a cup and compete for the Eastern Conference every once in a while. That'd be a major step. And, Stevie Y would be right and said, hey, no wonder you got to wait. Make sure it happens the right way. So that's all I got for now. Let me know down below if you want anybody in particular to be on the Wings. I know I was talking to some of my buddies, but we'll figure it out going forward and seeing if they can come on either for a recap or a preview, some predictions. But yeah, next Friday is the deadline. So thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.